Sometimes it isn't the big losses or life-changing events that unsettle the mind. It's the small things. A tiny delay, a misplaced object, a moment that doesn't go your way, a microphone set slightly too far, a comment that lands a little wrong, a plan that shifts by just a few minutes. On the surface, nothing dramatic has happened. Yet inside, a whole story can begin about blame, control, and who should have done what. In this video, you're invited to look closely at those small moments, to see how they quietly shape your inner world, and to gently explore the one shift that might change how you experience them from within. There are moments in life when something very small does not go our way. In those moments, the mind quietly reveals how it has been living all along. Imagine you are at a public event about to speak, and the microphone stand is set a little too far away. The mic will not move toward you. If you want to be heard, you simply have to move a little closer. On the surface, it is a small, practical adjustment. That is all. That is life. But the mind might say, the mic should come to me. From there, it begins a story. They did not even arrange the mic properly. They did not think about my comfort. Hurt appears, then a sense of insult, then blame. Others are now held responsible for the discomfort you feel inside. Psychology calls this kind of pattern an external locus of control. The belief that how you feel is mainly determined by what others do, or by circumstances. Over time, this belief is linked with higher stress and a greater risk of low mood, because life keeps feeling like something that happens to you, rather than something you can meaningfully respond to from within. And this inner story can continue for a very long time. You might be wondering what this mic really stands for. Is there a mic in your own life? A person? A habit? A situation you quietly hold responsible for your pain? Someone or something you believe must change before you can feel at ease? Perhaps you notice you are waiting for them to shift, so that you can finally feel better. Here, a simple question can rest in the mind. Is there a shift I can create? After waiting for others to change, even for the whole world to change, is there one inner shift I can create that makes me comfortable, makes them comfortable, and gently supports a more comfortable world? Now, consider how we often describe the world around us. Many would agree. We live in a confused, chaotic, angry world. It can seem as if this confused, chaotic, angry world is the reason why it feels so difficult to be naturally happy, peaceful, and vibrant. You might be wondering, is anyone really happy all the time? Most people would say they want to be happy 24/7, but then ask, how can I be happy all the time in such a chaotic, confused, angry world? From there, a belief quietly forms. Being happy always is not possible. Once that belief is accepted, life starts to shape itself around it. Happiness always is no longer seen as natural. Not happy always becomes the new normal. Psychological research shows that the mind has an asterisk negativity bias asterisk. It pays more attention to negative events than to positive ones, and gives them more weight in shaping mood and memory. So once the belief, the world is bad and happiness is rare, settles in, The mind starts looking for, retaining, and replaying evidence that fits that story, while overlooking many small, neutral, or positive moments. When that happens, the chaos, confusion, and anger in the world no longer just exist outside. They are also reinforced from within. When we label the world or even our personal world as confused, chaotic, angry, and many other such names, we are not just describing reality, we are also radiating an energy toward it. That energy carries messages. You are confused. You are chaotic. You are angry. You are the cause of what I am feeling. When you change, I will be happy. From this place, many of us wait for the world to shift from chaos to peace, to harmony. We quietly agree inside. Until the world becomes peaceful, I will not be happy always. Meanwhile, the world appears to move further away from peace. As it moves away from peace, inner happiness seems to reduce. As happiness reduces, the world again appears even less peaceful. The gap between how things are and how I want them to be widens. At this point, two possibilities appear very clearly. Either the world becomes peaceful always, or I learn to be happy always. You might be wondering which one feels easier. Often, neither feels easy. So the mind keeps the gap wide between a restless world and an unsettled self. This leads into another layer, the experience of uncertainty. Many feel that these are uncertain times. What is uncertain today that once felt certain? The weather is uncertain. The economy is uncertain. Work is uncertain, not always sure how the day will begin or how it will end. Health is uncertain. A routine checkup can return with unexpected results. Relationships are uncertain. Sometimes people celebrate 6 months together, unsure if they will be together at 1 year. Life itself is uncertain. The sudden loss of a young child, a young partner, a joyful holiday that turns into an unexpected scene. And there is another kind of uncertainty inside. Reactions are uncertain. Sometimes two people come home after a long day, and neither one is sure how the other will respond. More deeply, a person may not even be sure how they themselves will respond. Words come out that feel unfamiliar. I did not mean to say that. I do not know how it came out. In these moments, even one's own inner world feels unpredictable. When everything outside and inside feels uncertain, one longing becomes very clear: to have at least one thing that is certain. The insight offered here is simple. Let that one certain thing be the choice to remain happy. From a psychological perspective, this is close to shifting from an external to a more internal locus of control, placing the center of your emotional life more in your own choices and interpretations, and less in events you cannot control. Studies link this more internal stance with better mental health, more proactive coping, and a greater sense of agency. The world outside may be uncertain. The way the mind responds may also feel uncertain. But there is still a question quietly waiting underneath. Is there something within my own response that can become stable? A simple daily scene offers another angle. Imagine driving home at 9 in the evening. You know the distance and usual traffic. You expect a 40-minute drive. When you are certain of those 40 minutes, you can be relaxed and present for that part of the journey. Happiness feels natural because the situation is predictable. But if that same journey suddenly stretches to an hour, then an hour and 15 minutes, then an hour and 40 minutes, the certainty of the situation dissolves. If happiness depended only on the situation staying fixed, then, as soon as timing and traffic change, fear, panic, and anxiety begin to feel normal. Uncertainty outside is met with uncertainty inside, and the outer turbulence seems to grow stronger and heavier. You might be wondering whether inner peace has any real effect on situations like a traffic jam. Consider this. If everyone on a crowded road were peaceful and light, many can sense that the jam would clear more easily and more quickly. If instead everyone is tense, worried, afraid, and angry, the same situation often takes longer to resolve and sometimes escalates in unexpected ways. Emotional states are contagious. Humans subtly pick up on each other's stress and calm through body language, tone of voice, and even small behaviors, which then shape how conflicts de-escalate or intensify. In this way, the state of mind is not just a victim of the situation. It also subtly influences how situations unfold. This brings us back to a key question, now seen more clearly. Does the mind get influenced by the situation? Or does the mind influence the situation? Most would say, both. Yet, in each moment, it is possible to gently notice which direction is active within oneself. Return now to the simple image of the microphone. The mic is not exactly where you wanted it to be. You are here. The mic is there. If the mind allows itself to be shaped entirely by this small detail, even this tiny misplacement can create irritation. A sense that things are not my way. You might be wondering, does this microphone truly have the power to create thoughts and emotions inside? Or is something else at work? Imagine pausing for a moment and examining this. A question appears. Can this object or even the person who placed it actually generate your thoughts? Thoughts do not arise from the mic. They do not arise from the person who set it down. Their influence reaches only so far up to what you see and hear. They do not have the power to step inside your inner space. In that space, something else creates thoughts. Here, another layer of uncertainty reveals itself. The setup of the mic was uncertain. The person who placed it behaved in ways you did not expect. After many events where the mic was arranged just right, it felt natural to assume it would always be that way. When it was not, irritation seemed automatic. And yet, in that moment, there was also an unseen possibility. A small inner pause in which a different response could have been chosen. Modern psychology calls this kind of pause cognitive reappraisal. The ability to step back, reinterpret a situation, and in doing so, reduce the intensity of negative emotion. Research suggests that people who regularly use reappraisal tend to experience better emotional balance and more stable well-being than those who only suppress or react. You might be wondering how often this pattern plays out in your own life. Is there someone you quietly believe is responsible for your emotions? Is there a situation you feel must change before you can feel settled inside? If the mind keeps saying, this person, this object, this event is responsible for what I am thinking and feeling, then the only work it sees is to try to change that person or that situation. When they refuse or cannot change, frustration deepens and the inner space feels even more dependent on the outer scene. Yet beneath all of this, a quiet insight remains. The world, the weather, the economy, relationships, even microphones and traffic jams, all of them may be uncertain. Reactions may be uncertain, but the place from which thoughts are created does not belong to any of these. It is here that the original question gently returns. Is there a shift I can create? Not in the world first, not in other people first, but in the way I relate to them inside. As this question rests in awareness, notice whatever arises. Memories, faces, situations, the mics of your own life. Let them appear and simply see them. And when this reflection comes to a natural pause, you might leave yourself with just one open, quiet inquiry. What happens in my inner world when I no longer hold anything or anyone responsible for my state of mind? As we come to the end of this video, let's take a few minutes to turn inward. This short guided meditation is an invitation to gently notice how your mind responds when something small doesn't go your way, and to explore the possibility of a quiet inner shift. You don't need to do anything perfectly. Just listen, breathe, and allow whatever you notice to simply be there. Let's begin. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or soften your gaze. Take a slow, easy breath in and a gentle breath out. Let the body arrive where it is. Let the mind arrive where it is. Notice one small thing today that did not go your way. Nothing huge, just a tiny friction, a small mic too far away moment. See if you can picture it, without changing it, without fixing it. Now, quietly notice what your mind did with that moment. Did it blame someone? Did it say, this should not be happening? Did it tighten your chest, your jaw, your stomach? As you breathe in, simply acknowledge, this is how my mind reacted. As you breathe out, allow a little space around that reaction. Gently ask yourself, from a kind and curious place, in this same situation, is there a small inner shift I can create? Maybe a softer thought, maybe a slower breath, maybe just a little less blame. You do not have to force an answer. Just let the question rest in your awareness. What shift can I create inside right now? Take one more slow breath in and a long, easy breath out. When you are ready, begin to open your eyes or lift your gaze, carrying this quiet question with you into the rest of the day. As this reflection ends, just notice how your inner space feels exactly as it is. The world may stay uncertain. People may not always move the mic your way, but the place where your thoughts are created is still yours. And in any moment, you can quietly ask, what small shift can I create inside right now? If this exploration spoke to you, you're welcome to stay connected with Within Stillness Space. Share this with someone who might need it, and return to this practice whenever life's little moments feel too loud.